Hello everyone, this is Funny. You are watching Funny HS Info. Today I am going to talk about safety audit system. Safety audit system is an important tool for identifying and assessing the status of existing occupational safety and health management system in an industry. It is carried out by qualified occupational safety and health professionals or safety auditors. A report of safety audit is prepared by the audit team, bringing out the strengths and weaknesses of the occupational health and safety systems of the industry, along with the recommendations for improvements. This session I discuss about the process and procedure of safety audit system. First of all, we have to know what are the types of audits. Safety audit shall be done to ensure safety of workers and employees. Two types of audits can be conducted. One is internal audit and another one is external audit. Internal audit shall be conducted for on-site preparations. Internal EHS officer shall conduct audit for on-site preparations every month as per checklist. External audit shall be conducted by independent consultant on chosen operations. It is recommended to conduct this audit at least once in 2 years for high hazard potential areas. Ehs Audit Process. This process would include a field visit with the auditee organization by the audit team, which would cover the following activities. During the field visit, the concerned officials of the auditee would accompany the team during their visits around the plant. The main steps of EHS audits are opening meeting, collecting evidence, audit checklists, audit observations, audit recommendations, closing meeting with auditee and audit report. First one, opening meeting. The purpose of opening meeting is to introduce the members of the audit team to the auditor's senior management, provide a short summary of the methods and procedures to be used to conduct the audit, confirm that the resources and facilities needed by the audit team are available, fix schedule of visits to individual plants or departments, confirm the time and date for the closing meeting and any interim meetings of the audit team and auditor's senior management, and a presentation by auditee management on the organization, manufacturing process, organization structure and specified requirements of EHS system. And second one, collecting evidence. Evidence should be collected through interviews, examination of documents and observations of activities and conditions in the areas of concern. Clue suggestions, non-conformities should be noted if they seem significant, even though not covered by checklist, and should be investigated. Information gathered through interviews should be tested by acquiring the same information from the independent sources such as physical observations, measurements and records. Audit observations. All audit observations should be documented. After all activities have been audited, the audit team should review all of their observations to determine which are to be reported as non-conformities. The audit team should then ensure that these are documented in a clear, concise manner and are supported by evidence. Observations should be reviewed by the lead auditor with the responsible auditee manager. All observations of non-conformities should be intimated to the auditee and acknowledged by it. It should be remembered that purpose of audit is not to comprehensively check the implementations of safety system element. The purpose is to sample or test check the implementations of each element of the EHS system. Next one, audit recommendations. The auditor should make recommendations to the auditee for the improvements to the EHS system. These recommendations are two types. for improvement in the system's specified requirements and for more effective implementation of the specified requirements of the system. However, the recommendations regarding compliance with statutory and legal requirements are to be fully implemented. Next one, closing meeting. At the end of the EHS audit, prior to preparing the audit report, the audit team should hold the meeting with auditor, senior management and those responsible for the functions concerned. The main purpose of this meeting is to present audit observations and recommendations to the senior management in such a manner so as to ensure that they clearly understand the result of the audit. The lead auditor should present observations and recommendations taking into account their perceived significance. Next one, audit checklists. Checklist helps to ensure an audit is conducted in a systematic and comprehensive manner and that adequate evidence is obtained. Checklist can provide structure and continuity to an audit and can ensure that the audit scope being followed. The main elements of the audit checklist are occupational safety and health policy, occupational health setup and education and training, employees' participation in EHS management, compliance with statutory requirements, first aid and medical programs, records and forms, identification and assessment of occupational diseases, health and welfare measures, identification of areas, assessments and controls like noise and vibrations, ventilation and illumination, dust and fumes, gases and vapors, material safety data sheets, material handling, transportation and storage, housekeeping, waste treatment disposal, monitoring of workplace environment and all exposures, local exhaust system and ventilations, safety in process or operation, personal protective equipment, emergency preparedness, maintenance programs and general working conditions. Next one, audit report. The following format may be used in writing the report for safety audit: executive summary, detailed report, introduction, details of the factory, objectives, methodology, inspections, observations, findings and recommendations or suggestions. The key points: not only deficiencies but also positive points should be covered with examples. Photographs could be taken and enclosed in the report. In consultation with the management, recommendations should be prioritized. While making recommendations, the standards on which it is based should be highlighted or referred. The observations of deficiencies should give specific areas with locations and details. The audit report should be simple language and clear, unambiguous terms should be used. The report should be properly arranged, typed neatly and presented properly. Issue of the report should not take too long. This is about the process of audit. Let me summarize. The preliminary visit of the audit team to get acquainted with the plant, machinery, processes, layouts, etc. Discussion with senior management personnel to know the background of the factory, technology adopted, organization structure, general details of operational process, status of occupational safety and health, specific EHS problems faced by the management, etc. Collecting the data covering various management and technical elements of the occupational safety and health, verification of data collected through plant visits, inspections, discussions with the plant personnel, etc. Analysis of data collected. Final meeting of the audit team with senior management personnel of the industry to discuss and brief about the audit findings and recommendations. Preparation of the audit report and bringing out both the strengths and weakness of existing EHS system with recommendations for improvements. This is about audit system and thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and share my videos. Have a safe day.